Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 398. Now today, the collectible of the day is the Toybiz Toys, Marvel Comics, Ghost Rider series, glow-in-the-dark, Blackout action figure. Although not much is known about the mysterious Blackout, one thing's for sure, he's no ordinary vampire. While traditional vampires feed on the human body, Blackout drains the light force out of the victims, leaving them alive, but perpetually suffering as catatonic blank slate beings. From the Ghost Rider series of figures comes this 5-inch scale action figure of the dreaded demon vampire Blackout. Released in 1995 and part of Series 1, this figure has glow-in-the-dark features, which include his oversized hands and his demonic sculpted head full of sharp teeth. Accessories include his pet vampire bat and issue number 4 of the custom-sized mini comic book series. Figure also includes vampire attack action. Just squeeze his legs together to raise his arms and bare his fangs. Collect all 6 figures in Series 1. Released by Toybiz Toys. Now, the comic of the day is Ghost Rider, Volume 3, issue number 15, with the cover date of July 1990. This issue is the gold cover second print edition, with story by Howard Mackey, art by Mark Texeira, and cover by Mark Texeira. This issue is titled Last Hope. We open with Ghost Rider, badly injured by Blaze's Hellfire gunshot. He races to Central Park to confront Blackout, but he's fired upon by the police, and he eventually crashes into an alleyway and changes back into Danny Ketch. Unfortunately, he's almost immediately set upon by thugs. Danny runs away, just as the women of Heart arrive to beat up the thugs and take his bike. Though injured and exhausted, Danny is resolved to make his way to Central Park and hope for the best when Blackout appears. Meanwhile, Deathwatch congratulates Hart on stealing every bike that may be Ghost Rider's, but tells them not to interfere with the coming Central Park battle. Blackout kills 2 more people in the park, and when Tyler Meager learns that the murderous Blackout is employed by Deathwatch, she angrily breaks ties with him. Ghost Rider's bike suddenly roars to life and races away towards Danny in the park, who has just come upon Blackout. He changes to Ghost Rider to battle Blackout, but gets distracted by another blast from John Blaze. Then he's fried by Tyler Meager of Heart, who he knocks her back as well and continues pursuing Blackout. Blackout threatens to kill a girl hostage unless he's allowed to go free. A blast from Meager allows Ghost Rider to get the jump on him, and when Blaze blasts them both, Blackout is hideously scarred. Ghost Rider at first wants to kill him, but at Blade's insistence relents and rides away as the police converge on the scene. Geek Fact: this issue of Ghost Rider, Volume 3, issue number 15, is the very first ever glow-in-the-dark comic book. Bonus Geek Fact: this story contains the women of Heart. Heart stands for Humans Engaging All Racial Terrorism. They were a group of mercenaries that were highly efficient, though their services were very expensive. Their members are Luz Delgado, Danica Trevani, and Tyler Meager that appear in this issue. They were hired by Cypress Hills Community Action Group to hunt down Ghost Rider, who was suspected in the disappearances of several children in the area. Hart attacked Ghost Rider while he was battling Blackout. They fired on him, knocking him into a crypt. He was found by the Morlocks and taken into the underground network of tunnels. Hart hunted the Rider and came into the conflict with X-Factor. Hart retreated after learning that the children missing had been taken by the Morlocks for their protection. Hart was hired again to go after the writer by Deathwatch, but they cut ties with Deathwatch after learning Blackout worked for Deathwatch. Side fact: all the members of Hart, except Tyler Meagher, were turned into cyborg killers by The Firm to capture Ghost Rider. Another bonus geek fact: on Halloween night, when they were teenagers, Danny took his sister Barbara to a graveyard to give her the opportunity to take pictures of the grave of Harry Houdini. During this excursion, the siblings stumbled upon a confrontation between two gangs, one led by Deathwatch and the other made up of cronies belonging to the Kingpin. The two gangs began fighting each other, and Barbara cried out, causing Deathwatch to become aware of her presence. Barbara was shot through the chest with an arrow by one of Deathwatch's henchmen, so Danny grabbed his sister's body and ran away to a nearby junkyard. Distressed and covered in his sister's blood, he hid there with his sister's unconscious body from Deathwatch's henchmen, until he noticed a pristine motorbike with a glowing gas cap. Inspecting the glowing gas cap, Danny touched it with his blood-stained hand, and instantly transformed into Ghost Rider, a spirit of vengeance, whose mission was to take revenge on those who shed innocent blood. Johnny Ketch's first appearance as Ghost Rider was in Ghost Rider, Volume 3, Issue Number 1, with a cover date of May 1990. Advertising Ad Fact: recruit your own team of special forces. G.I. Joe, greatest American hero. 10 Hut! G.I. Joe Special Forces trading cards are now ready for inspection. 200 cards in all. Enlist now and be the first one on your block to join the ranks of the premier edition of the G.I. Joe Special Forces trading cards. They blow ordinary trading cards away. Check out this ad for a true jungle adventure. Deep in the Mayan jungle, a team of explorers stumble upon the tomb of the last Mayan king. They follow the symbols deep into the pyramid until they find their prize, a giant 3 musketeers. Now they don't know if they should take it to the museum or just eat it there. Marvel Trivia. This issue's episode of the Bullwhip Barnacles page is written by none other than Aunt May of Amazing Spider-Man fame, and boy is she a hoot. You can come back and pause to read later. And final geek fact: Blackout is a demonic being known as a Lilin, a race of demons spawned by Lilith, the self-professed mother of demons. He's an immortal or an extremely long-lived. Due to his demonic heritage as a Lilin, Blackout possesses a variety of superhuman powers, including superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, agility, reflexes, superhuman sight, and umbrakinesis. Befitting the name he uses, it's able to psionically extinguish any natural light or artificial light sources within his immediate vicinity. Supernatural light sources like Ghost Rider's Hellfire are not affected by Blackout's powers. He also possesses an advanced healing factor. He has one major weakness, and that's to ultraviolet radiation. Blackout's skin is extremely sensitive to light. Exposure to direct sunlight causes his skin to burn rapidly. Blackout also possesses mechanically enhanced fangs and claws that he can use to combat in situations. These enhancements were some form of implants and not part of his natural physiology. The claws were extremely sharp and, coupled with his strength, were able to rend most conventional materials, including some types of metals. Later, upon his death and rebirth as one of Lilith's children, Blackout's fangs and claws became a natural part of his physiology. Blackout's first appearance was in Ghost Rider, Volume 3, Issue Number 2, with a cover date of June 1990. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is Cat Fan Comics Man, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.